Why did Trump actually go after Venezuela? What if I told you that Venezuela isn't just about oil, but also gold, rare minerals, China, Iran, and a dictatorship sitting right next to the United States' backyard? Because when Donald Trump went hard on Venezuela, it wasn't random. And it definitely wasn't just about human rights. So today, let's break it down simply. Why did Trump actually target Venezuela? And why does it still matter? On paper, Venezuela should be one of the richest countries on earth. It has the largest proven oil reserves in the world, massive deposits of gold, critical minerals like coltan, iron ore, and bauxite, and it sits just a few hours from the U.S. mainland. So naturally, the U.S. has always cared about Venezuela. But here's the twist. Despite all that wealth, Venezuela collapsed. Why? Venezuela is ruled by Nicolás Maduro, who took over after Hugo Chavez. Over his tenure, elections became questionable. Opposition leaders were jailed or banned. Media was silenced. The military became loyal to the regime, not the people. Inflation went insane. Money became worthless. People literally started weighing cash instead of counting it. From the U.S. perspective, this wasn't just a failed democracy. It was a full-blown authoritarian state in the Western Hemisphere. And that alone already raised red flags in Washington. But things got bigger. Much bigger. Here's something crucial. Venezuela's oil used to go straight to the United States. Then sanctions hit. Trump's administration said, no democracy, no oil money. So the U.S. sanctioned Venezuela's oil company, froze billions in assets, cut off access to U.S. financial systems. But oil doesn't just disappear. Instead, Venezuela turned to America's rivals, China and Iran. China stepped in fast. Beijing loaned Venezuela tens of billions of dollars, took oil as repayment, gained influence in Latin America. From Trump's viewpoint, this was dangerous. Why? Because China wasn't just buying oil. It was locking down resources, expanding influence, and building leverage right next to the U.S. That's not charity. That's geopolitics. Now this is where things get spicy. Iran, a country heavily sanctioned by the U.S., started cooperating with Venezuela. We're talking fuel shipments, military cooperation, technical support. For the U.S., this meant a sanctioned Middle Eastern rival operating in our hemisphere. From a national security angle, that's a nightmare scenario. Trump wasn't just looking at Venezuela as a country. He was looking at a hub for anti-U.S. alliances. Oil gets headlines, but minerals move the future. Venezuela has coltan, used in smartphones and military tech. Gold reserves. Iron and aluminum resources. Under sanctions, these resources started moving through illegal mining, black markets, foreign partnerships outside U.S. control. For the U.S., that meant loss of influence, rivals controlling strategic resources, a long-term geopolitical disadvantage. This wasn't about today's news, it was about the next 20 years. Now, if we put it all together, Trump targeted Venezuela because it became an authoritarian state. It aligned with China and Iran. It controlled massive strategic resources. And it sat in America's geopolitical backyard. To Trump, Venezuela wasn't just a country in crisis. It was a symbol of lost U.S. influence. Whether you agree with Trump's methods or not, one thing is clear. This wasn't random. This wasn't emotional. This was power, resources, and global influence. And Venezuela? It just happened to be right in the middle. That's the world at one place. Like the video and subscribe, because the world makes more sense at one place.